Today's lesson is on parallelograms and triangles, and our goal is to find the area of each of those two shapes. So we'll start with a parallelogram, and we're going to kind of run through why the formula is what it is. Rather than just tell you a formula, I'm going to show you why it works, and hopefully that helps you understand it better. It's a pretty easy one. So a parallelogram. Well, I want you to think of one side of a parallelogram as a right triangle. Okay, so we've kind of broken this thing up. So I'm going to draw that. But then if you see, down below, it's been broken apart right here. So what we're going to do, we're going to cut off the right triangle from one side and fit it onto the other side of the shape. Now I have the cool tool I can do that. You guys have to kind of visualize it or redraw it. I'm just moving it and setting it up right there. So take a look at that shape now, and what shape is it? Hopefully you all see that's a rectangle. So basically a parallelogram is a rectangle just kind of reorganized and reshaped. So the way to find the area of a parallelogram, is the same way as a rectangle, just base times the height. Okay, so the base of a parallelogram is the length of any side of the parallelogram, and the height is the perpendicular distance between the base and the opposite side. The shape can be turned any way we want. So I could say that the bases are right here, and the height is just the distance between them, perpendicular distance. Or I could say that these are the heights. These are the bases. And there's your height. Okay, we can turn this shape any way we want, so don't just always assume the height is the up and down part. It could be going side to side. So to find that area, okay, a couple examples here. We have a base of 10 and a height of 6. Okay, we're going to find that area. We just do 10 times 6, base times height, for an area of 60 square centimeters. 2 dimensions, height and base, hence the 2 for the exponent. So a little different kind of question here. We're given the area, and we've got to find the missing parts. So this one, area is 56. The base here is what's missing, and we're told the height is 8. So we know it's a one-step equation, and we just divide both sides by 8 for a base of 7, or 7 inches. On our other one, area is 54, base is 9, height's the unknown, one-step equation. Our height is 6 centimeters. Triangles. So let's again think about a rectangle and how we find the area of it. And we know it's just base times height, or length times height, however you want to say it. Well, let's go ahead and let's take this rectangle and cut it in half. And it looks like we've drawn a couple of triangles now. So cutting a rectangle in half gives us triangles. So the area of just one of these triangles is 1/2 the base times the height. That's all we've got to do. 1/2 times base times height. Another way of saying it, you could do the base and the height, divide by 2. Either way you want to think of the formula, it works the exact same. So we've got this triangle. We've got a base of 231 and a height of 111. So let's just do it this way. Actually, it might be a little easier. Try it as 231 times 111. Get that answer and divide it by 2. It's a huge number, so I'm going to grab a calculator and do it. So 231 times 111 is 25,641. Cut that in half. Nothing wrong with a decimal for an answer. We get 12,820 and 5/10 square feet. So base times height divided by 2. So we're going to find the missing side now, working backwards. The area of the triangle given is 61 and 6 square meters. And that's going to be equal to 1/2 of 11 times the height. Okay, sorry to write over the triangle there. Hopefully you guys can all see it. The area is 1/2 base times the height. So you can go about solving this a couple different ways. And with the calculator, there's really no issue with decimals. So I'm going to go ahead and just simplify the right side. So 61 and 6 meters squared is equal to 5.5 times h. And just go ahead and divide both sides by 5.5. So 61 and 6/10 divided by 5.5 gives you a height of 11 and 2/10 meters. Okay, and now for this one, we're trying to find the base. So same idea. Area is 108 and 5/10. So 108 and 5/10 equals 1/2 times 14 times the base. Half of 14 is 7. So I just divide both sides by that 7. And again with the calculator, 108 and 5/10 divided by 7 gives us a base of 15 and 5/10 feet. Okay, so there's two formulas, plugging in numbers, finding what's missing. This concludes your lesson over the area of parallelograms and triangles.